Are you ready to laugh? Hey, Blue Table fans! It's time for the morning show.
That's right.
With
Sarah.
The one who wears black.
Yes.
And the one who only has 4 shirts. And you know what? You may as well just stop now. Because the jig is up, Missy. I know you laugh at anything. Because you laughed at that joke that What's-Her-Face told.
But it was kind of funny that she even told it. It was kind of silly.
Should I tell my blonde joke?
If you must.
I must.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 brunettes and a blonde escape from prison with the police hot on their heels. They end up holed up in a barn where they find all these burlap sacks, so they tie themselves up in the burlap sacks. And when the police come in with their flashlights, the junior officer says, "Well, it's just all these sacks here, Chief. Let's move on." He goes, No. Kick them and make sure they're not hiding in there. So he kicks the first one with the brunette in it, and she says, "Meow." Says, "Chief, just a cat in this one." And he kicks the second one with the second brunette, and she goes, "Roof, roof." And just a dog in this one, Chief. All right. So he kicks the third one, and the blonde says, "Potatoes."
Sorry. Just terrible.
Well, you should. It's okay, because you're not blonde.
I know. I'm
You know, I told this story to Sarah, and her first question was, "Have you ever been a blonde, Sean?"
Didn't say it like that, did I?
Do you even know what it's like?
Say
This wig off.
I said, are men ever in blonde jokes? Is it
Is that what you said?
referring to a man? Do blonde men have the same issue that blonde females do in these jokes, or is it always just girls?
I've always heard it told
Always been
as
a girl.
as a female blonde.
Yeah.
But
Is that because guys are telling the jokes, or is it,
I cannot explain the nuances of our society. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now you tell one.
A real blonde joke?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you a real blonde joke. Roommate in college.
So it's not a joke.
No, it's a joke.
It's a real
Believe
thing.
me, there's a joke involved.
Okay, there's laughter.
Well, we thought it was funny.
Okay.
She was one of my roommates, and she was very much blonde and fit the blonde,
right,
stereotype really well. And she thought, finally, after all the blonde jokes, because this was in the early 90s, and so it was just like blonde jokes all the time. So she decided if you can't beat them, join them. And so she came home one day and was going to just tell us a blonde joke. So she got us all gathered, and she said, "I heard a great blonde joke." And she says, "What do you call 3 blondes in a freezer?" And so we're just like waiting for her to give the punchline that we all knew. And she said, "Frozen flakes." And she started laughing insanely like she told the best joke. Of course, we started laughing at her because it was supposed to be frosted flakes. And she said frozen flakes.
She said frozen flakes.
And just busted
okay,
up
I get
laughing.
it. Frozen flakes.
Instead
Okay,
of
gotcha.
flakes. Yeah.
Oh, that's
that was
terrible.
A true blonde joke.
That's
the real
so
kind.
bad.
So,
That's good. Frozen flakes. That's awesome.
Yeah. Love you, Heather.
Yeah.
In case she
hey,
watches.
And we want to give a couple shout-outs here. One is to Edward in the UK. That's a young fan of ours.
Yay, Edward!
Yay, Edward. And James.
Where's James from?
And that's all I can say. To
James.
protect the innocent,
Hey,
I can only say
James.
hi, James.
Okay.
Now, the other one is PFC initials SG, same as me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, in Iraq.
All right.
We got this heartwarming letter from this.
Actually, that was very cool.
I almost said Iraqi soldier, but that's not right.
No, that
it should
wrong.
be soldier stationed in Iraq. Oh, speaking of which, I brought home all my dark elves to paint them over the weekend, and so I'm like, all right, I'm getting ready Saturday night, and guess what?
Got a plan.
Yeah, wife has other plans.
Veto.
So the wife said, well, we have plans. And I'm thinking, well, you know what would be great is if you and the kids went to your sister's house for dinner. And you wouldn't have to have old Papa Bear along with you, growling and sputtering all the time.
Humbug.
Right. you know, reading a book in the corner.
Yeah.
Aeronautica Imperialis, by the way. And I got trumped by brother-in-law back on leave from the Middle East.
Yep.
And so...
Did you have a nice time?
So the brother-in-law comes home, right? First off, he's ripped because he's on a milli. Oh, and by the way, we're almost exactly the same age. So when he left, he had jelly donut and the whole thing. He comes back, he's like this ripped Hulk. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to touch you. It's like, hey guys, do you have any baby oil around?
You've been in trouble for that before, right?
What?
Oh,
Yeah, babe, I want to rub your head with baby oil. You know, blame Seinfeld. So, anyway, oh, it gets worse. It gets way worse. First off, he gets out his guitar.
And croons. Does he croon?
And croons to his wife this song that he wrote while he was away overseas. And I'm just like, great. I pulled him aside afterwards. Oh, and he bought her pearls, real pearls. Oh. And I'm like, by the way, thanks for screwing me over for the rest of my life. That he'll be like, he'll trump all of my family anecdotes with
nothing.
When I was in Kuwait, you know.
Oh boy.
Yep. Because it's all about me. Me. I better come up with something good. So, you know, just for the record, I love my brother-in-law to death, and because he and his wife were kind and accepting of me when my wife and I were first married.
Oh well, good. You got to have somebody on your side.
We'll predict that the pendulum will swing to the other side, and I'll be a broken shell of a man by 50. I'll be done. I'll just be like, whatever.
Okay. Anyway. I think he just hit 50.
My soul just hit 50. Shh. I'm trying to be glum over here. Do you mind?
Oh. It's a good thing I'm wearing black.
Yeah, you know, I noticed that the days when I'm like, yeah, no morning show today, which was all last week, you actually were dressed fairly bright.
With colors, and then today...
Was that an anticipation of maybe morning show?
I don't know. I think I just
You just wear what you wear?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Sometimes we
She
have
blazes
a
her
morning
own
show
trail.
on a bright and shining day, and sometimes on a black clothes day. I don't really think about clothes too much. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'll try to do better.
I don't either. If my pants are on straight, that's a victory. Yeah. Yep.
There was that time where you had to turn them around because you put them on backwards.
That's
that was
right.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, they'll never let me in that movie theater again.
Okay.
That's awesome. All right, listen, folks. The morning show's about anything except gaming. I'm going to put a few things up on for sale on the Blue Table Painting website.
Can we show some fun stuff?
One is these Grey Knights.
Okay.
That's the least fun thing.
Why are they the least fun?
Well, because they're unpainted figures in a box.
Oh, unassembled and unpainted. But they could be really
unpainted.
Cool.
Sure. The other is this Hydra and 2 handlers. Ding, ding. That's going in the Warhammer Fantasy section. That's a beautiful piece.
Very cool.
And, oh yeah, this is Daddy's box. Oh goodness. There's like light comes out of it as we open it. Can you imagine it? Oh. And this is actually Daddy's stash, a little present I bought for myself. But then, like many gamers, I never got around to putting it together or doing anything with it. So here's what I got.
Other people do that too, not just gamers.
Yeah, really?
I do that a lot.
With what?
All kinds of things, projects and cool things that I just think would be fun to do.
Give an example.
Like stuff to decorate a room.
Okay.
I'll go and buy, and I've got to have this and that, and then it sits in a closet in a bucket, and then like 2 years later I look at it and go, why did I think that was cute? It ends up in a garage sale.
That's so sad.
It's pathetically sad, but just, it's not just gamers, it's people.
Wow. Okay.
We do that.
That's a human condition, really.
It is.
We make all these big plans.
These great ideas. There are good ideas.
It just doesn't go through.
But life has like less time in it than we thought it did. It's